I was failing my final exam until my professor caught me cheating. What happened next changed my entire college career. I'd never cheated before, not once in my academic life. But there I was, sophomore year, staring at my Hondraglus midterm with absolute terror. Numbers swam before my eyes like alien hieroglyphics. Professor Winters had warned us. This exam separates the statisticians from the storytellers. I was definitely in the latter category, an English major who needed this math credit to graduate. After 2 sleepless nights and a breakdown in the library, I made a desperate decision. I created the tiniest cheat sheet imaginable, key formulas written in microscopic handwriting on a slip of paper the size of my thumb. The morning of the exam, my heart hammered so loudly I was certain everyone could hear it. 20 minutes in, I discreetly slipped the paper from my sleeve. That's when I felt a presence behind me. Professor Winters stood there, hand extended. Without a word, I surrendered my pathetic cheat sheet, my face burning with shame. "See me after class," he whispered before walking away. I spent the remaining hour in a fog of panic, barely able to focus on the test I was now certainly going to fail twice, once for not knowing the material and once for academic dishonesty. When everyone left, I approached his desk, prepared for the worst. "My scholarship revoked. Why are you taking statistics?" he asked, surprisingly calm. "It's required," I mumbled, staring at the floor. "English creative writing focus," he nodded thoughtfully. "You know what's interesting about your cheat sheet? You organize these formulas more logically than they appear in the textbook. You created a narrative flow between concepts that actually make sense. You are failing this test," he continued, "but not because you can't understand statistics. It's because no one has translated it into your language." Instead of reporting me, Professor Winters offered an unusual deal. I would receive an F on the midterm, but he would tutor me twice weekly for the rest of the semester. In exchange, I would help him reorganize his teaching materials to make them more accessible for right-brain learners like me. During those sessions, I discovered something shocking. I wasn't bad at math. I just processed information differently. He taught me to see equations as sentences and variables as characters in a story. By finals, I earned an A- on the exam. Legitimately, 3 years later, I graduated with a double major in English and education. My thesis, Narrative Obroches, Stability Quantitative Characters. Professor Winters wrote my recommendation letter for graduate school, never mentioning my moment of weakness, only my unique ability to bridge disciplines and translate complex ideas across intellectual boundaries. Sometimes our worst mistakes lead to our greatest discoveries, if we're fortunate enough to find teachers who see potential where others see only failure.